Before we work further with this document, I just want to show you why I want to have a basic layout. As you see, I'm now on the second slide. And if I move this box just a little bit and then go up here to the top, I just highlight number 1 first and go for slideshow. Then you can see if we go from one page to the next, if you look at the text box down here, suddenly this one jumps. And if we have several pages where everything shifts, it's very irritating or annoying. And all this takes attention away from what you are trying to tell your audience. So that's why I like to have a quite static layout, basic layout. So what I do first now, I just delete it, highlight it, and then I'm going to make the final adjustments on this page, and then we're going to make this as our basic layout. First, I want to move this text box in between like this, and this one down a little bit, and maybe this one a little bit bigger, down, and if I find this difficult, then I can make one of them first, like let's say this one, that this is the main box. I highlight it, I right click, I go all the way down and copy it. I highlight this one, delete it, and I right click and I paste. And there are 2 boxes here, so I can just take the other one down. And now I know that these 2 are the same size. It doesn't matter what I'm going to throw into these boxes, but now they are the same size, and it is more harmony in the whole presentation. Okay, next step is to do something with the background color. I right click, and then you have slide on the top, and you have page setup. Here I can choose background, and right now it is set to none. I want to have a gradient. A gradient means it's not just one color, but you have several colors or gradients of colors. And maybe I want to go with just a gray silver looking gradient like this. I click it. Okay. Background setting for all pages. Yes. And suddenly we have a more interesting presentation. I can choose to keep the black writing, and now when I have a background, maybe I can try to shift it over to the right side. Maybe this will do the job better. And I can move this image just a little bit higher as well. And the next image, oh, I can keep it down here. Approximately the same. No, I'm still not satisfied. But I can still move around and check out and see what is best. Maybe this. Maybe you'll find it chaotic. I have to move this box closer though, like that, and this one lifted a little bit. And okay, I stick with this layout. So this is now my basic layout. I move up to the left and I right click, copy first, and then right click and paste. And I want to have it after. Now I have 2 identical pages or images, because this is one image and this is one image. So now I can start to work with the text. Now I've written some text, and it's only a few words because this is to help the audience. This is what I'm going to talk about. But if I have a lot of text, the audience will read the text and they don't listen to what I'm saying. So remember, just a few words in the presentation, nice images, and you do the rest of the job. I still want to do changes to these, adjustments, to make it even better. So what I do first is just to highlight number 2 and delete it. And now I'm stuck with only 1 again. But this is how it is to work with the presentation, because I want to have a basic good layout. First thing I want to do is to do something with the title. When I click on the letters, I get this shaded box, click it, and here comes the fun part. Now I can right click and I can convert this, as we say, to a 3D. And now we can't read it. Doesn't matter. I go down to the bottom. Then we have the opposite arrow. This is rotate arrow. This one here is one step back, the undo button. And when we click it, you see I get these red handles around. So if I do like this, you see I get a special symbol here, a left click, and I can start to work with the letters sideways. Right now I can't read it, but I want to have a little bit of a direction, turning a little bit in the direction. Then I go to the corner here, left click, and move it a little bit, and you see I can tilt it. If I go to this here, I can lift, and now suddenly we can read it. The Blacksmith in Tuscany. It's still an image. I can click it once, then I have the green markers. Now I can left click and move it a little bit downwards. So it will be, that was maybe too much, a little bit back up again. This takes some capacity from the computer, so sometimes you have to wait until you see the result. But you just play with this. It's fun, and it's very effective. Suddenly, this is not just a 2D image. We have a 3D title, and that really lifts the presentation. Then I click on this text box. I right click on it, and I want to do something with the area, or to the area. Again, I want gradients, and I want to stick to this black, white, gray. So maybe this one, gradient number 7, okay. Maybe a bit too dark. Right click again, area. Try one of the other gradients, maybe this one. Okay. It's the same as a page. I didn't like it. It looks like it's falling into the middle. Right click, area, move up, and I have this gradient on top. I try this one. Okay. Looks much better. Same with this one. Just click it, right click, area, and we go for the same gradient. Sorry, here is the gradient, and we use the gradient number 1. Okay. So now it's looking quite different. Maybe lift this just a little bit more. Yes, I think this is great. This box I want to move a little bit down to the left, because now they can stand more alone, because we have colors and variations to them. So give it all some more space. We can even take this image here a little bit further down on the page. Now it's starting to look great. I'm very pleased with this. So now when I have this, I again go to the left, right click, copy, and I have to wait for the computer. It's working with a lot of data, and then I paste it. And I want to have it after, and now I can go in and change images and write new text. This is the first one, and this is number 2. Right now they are just the same. In the next video we'll change image and text, and you'll see how we do that.